In this video, I'll show you how to automatically send WhatsApp messages for Razer Pay payments. So the idea here is you're selling something via Razer Pay payment gateway, and as soon as a new payment is received in your account, we are going to automatically send a payment received message to the same customer who has just made a payment. Yes, it is possible. You can start sending the payment confirmation messages on WhatsApp of the customer without doing anything manually. So if you also want to set this automation for yourself, come with me and I'll show you the whole process step by step. So this is the Razer Pay payment gateway dashboard, and here is the payment page, and as soon as someone is going to make a payment via this page, I am going to send an automatic WhatsApp message about the payment confirmation, something like this. And in order to execute this automation, I am going to build a connection in WhatsApp and Razer Pay application, and I am going to do that using Pabbly Connect. Well, it is an amazing integration and automation software via which you can connect multiple applications and automate your task. And you can also reach here by typing pabbly.com/connect. I will also attach this link into my description box. Now, if you are a new user of Pabbly Connect, you will have to sign up for free. I'm already an existing user of Pabbly Connect, so that is why I'm clicking on sign in. And in the free account, you will also get free tasks every month in your account in order to test these kinds of amazing automation. Alright, so this is how I will reach out to the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. Now, firstly, you will have to click on this blue button, that is create workflow, and simply provide a random name to your workflow, to your automation. So I am going to paste this particular name as when payment is received in Razer Pay, send WhatsApp messages automatically. Okay, so click on create, and after that you will find two boxes in front of you. So these are trigger and action. So trigger means when this happens, action means do this. When this happens, do this. Understand with an example also. Whenever a sale happen in a payment gateway application, let's say, send an email via Gmail application. And according to our use case, whenever the payment is received in Razer Pay payment gateway application, automatically send a message in WhatsApp application. Well, here for sending the WhatsApp messages, I am going to use Interact application, which is an amazing application for sending the WhatsApp messages. Okay, so this is how you need to always select the applications in which you are building an automation. And here we are building an automation in Razer Pay and WhatsApp, so that is why I am selecting Razer Pay as the first application, and I want that as soon as the payment is captured into the Razer Pay account, this automation should trigger. So that is why I have selected this particular trigger event. Now, after selecting these two, here you can see it has provided me a webhook URL along with a few set of instructions. Okay, so the idea here is we are going to connect our Razer Pay account with the Pabbly Connect, so that firstly we can capture the payment details into the Pabbly Connect, and then we are going to send the same details via Pabbly Connect to Interact application to WhatsApp application. Okay, so firstly copy this webhook URL, go back to your Razer Pay dashboard, and currently I am into this testing mode. Now you will have to click on this settings, and here at the top you will find an option of webhooks. Click on this add new webhook button and simply paste the same webhook URL which we have received via Pabbly Connect. It is asking for the action event, so here I am going to select the same action event which I have selected into the Pabbly Connect, which was payment captured only. Okay, click on create, and this is how the webhook will be saved successfully into the Razer Pay. So that means the connection of Razer Pay and Pabbly Connect is successful. Now we are going to test this connection. Okay, so firstly read the instructions. It is actually waiting for the webhook response. So now log into the application where you have added the webhook URL and do a test submission or record, so that the data can be recorded here in the webhook response. So basically it is asking to do a test submission or record, and here the test submission means making of a new payment into the Razer Pay payment gateway, and here I am going to make a dummy payment right in front of you via this particular payment page. Okay, and you will see how as soon as I will make a payment, the details will be captured via Pabbly Connect, for which it is still waiting. Okay, so coming back here, and let me make a dummy payment. So assume that the email address of the person is admin@pabblytudes.com. This is just a dummy email address asking for the phone number. So here I am adding just a random phone number, something like, okay, along with the country code. Now why I am adding the number with country code, I will tell you this later. Okay, all right, so I have added the digit. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. One more extra one is needed here. The preferred date and time. So I am going to book an appointment for 31st of January. The timing will be the 11 a.m. The full name, so assume that dummy customer is actually making a payment. All right, finally I'm going to click on this pay now button, and here I'm going to use the test card details for making a dummy payment. Well, the test card details are already saved into my account, so that is why I have directly added those details. But just in case if you are looking for the test Razorpay payment card with details, you can directly search for the same. Okay, test Razorpay card details. Okay, and here are the test card details. All right, coming back to my payment page, and I am going to click on this pay now button and pay without saving the card. And now I'll be clicking on this success button, and you will see this payment will be successful. All right, as soon as the payment is successful, you will see how the response will be captured via Pabbly Connect immediately. All right, I'll have to wait for that response, and here you can see the response is received. Let me show you the details one by one. So here you can see it is the same phone number which I have provided at the time of payment. It is the same name, same email address, the same consultation timing. Let us check for other details. All right, so here we have the payment entity fee. We even have the email address. All right, so this is how I have captured all the details. And here let me show you the payment I have done was for the 300, but here the amount it is showing is actually for the 30,000. Why? Because it has actually capture the data into the JSON format. Basically it has ignored that decimal value. Okay, so that is why it is showing 2 extra zeros, but this amount is actually of 300 only. Just in case if you want to use this particular detail somewhere, we are going to trim these extra 2 zeros. How you can do that, I'll tell you later. But firstly, let me show you the presence of this data clearly shows that the first step of our automation of our integration is working absolutely fine. Now we are going to send the same data to WhatsApp application, and here, as I have told you, for sending the WhatsApp messages I am going to use Interact application, which is the official API of WhatsApp. Okay, and in action event I am going to select the send WhatsApp template message. Now click on connect, and just like we have connected Pabbly Connect and Razorpay, now we are going to connect Interact and Pabbly Connect. Okay, for which it is asking for the secret key. So if you're already logged in into your Interact application, and then if you will click on this particular link, it will directly take you to that specific place where you will find the secret key. So here you can see I have already logged in into my Interact application, so that is why it is going to take me at that particular place. Okay, so here is the secret key which I am going to copy from here, and then I am going to paste it here. Well, instead of pasting this token once again, I am going to use this existing connection. Okay, but make sure whenever you are building the connection for the first time, it is mandatory to provide the secret key, and then once you have made the connections, after that you can also use this existing connection. Okay, clicking on save, and this is how the Interact application will be connected with the Pabbly Connect. Now it is asking for few details, so I'll be telling you these details one by one. Okay, firstly it is asking for the phone number and the full phone number and the country code. So why we are having these two fields for the phone number? Okay, one is for the full phone number and another is for the phone number. Well, here let me take you directly to the note section, which is saying that it is mandatory to give a value for either the full phone number or for both phone number and the country code. So assume that you have the phone number along with the country code. In that case, you will have to provide the number into this particular field. But just in case if you do not have the country code, you only have the phone number, in that case you will have to provide the country code individually here and the phone number here. Okay, so this is actually the either and or case. If you have single phone number only, you will have to fill these two fields, but if you have the phone number along with the country code, you will have to fill that particular field. So that is why at the time of payment I have actually provided the full phone number, basically the phone phone number with the country code. So here I would like to give you the same tip that whenever you are collecting the information via your customers, make sure that you mention somewhere that please provide the number along with the country code, and that phone number should be also the of WhatsApp number. Okay, coming back to Pabbly Connect, and here we have already received the response, and I am going to fill the same data, the same response to the Interact application, for which I don't need to manually copy this data and paste it here. I am going to map it, and mapping is very simple in Pabbly Connect. If you will click on this particular field, you will find the above data here in the drop down. You just need to search for that particular data. Okay, so I have searched for the phone number, and here I have the phone number which I have mapped it. Okay, asking for the template code language code. Okay, but before that, let me tell you what is this mapping all about. So if I am mapping any value here, that value will be automatically changed when this automation will work in real time, when this automation will work in the next time. Okay, but just in case, if I am going to provide any data manually, the data will remain same, it will not change. Okay, so that is why mapping is important in this particular automation in order to execute this automation automatically. Now it is asking for the template code name. So what is this template? So whenever you want to send the WhatsApp messages to your customers, to your clients, to your users, firstly you will have to create a message template into the WhatsApp application. Then you will have to submit it for the approval. Once it is approved, then only you can actually send the messages to your customers. Okay, so let me take you to my Interact application. Then click on this template section where you can also create your account into the Interact application. And once you have set up your account into the Interact, you can go to this WhatsApp template right from the left sidebar. Okay, here you can see into this template library, it has provided some already approved template. Basically these templates are provided by the Interact only, and in this active section you will find the templates which I have created by my own. Okay, here you can see, let me first minimize it so that you can see it very clearly. These are all the templates. These are created by the category, the preview, and here you can see the language along with this colors. Okay, so this green color means this particular template is actually approved. Here you can see the status. Okay, approved, pending, and rejected. So the templates marked with the green color are actually the approved one. The templates marked with the red color are actually the rejected one. And if you will notice any of the template with the yellow color, those are actually the pending one. Well, currently I do not have any template which is into the pending mode. Okay, so here you can also create your template by clicking on this green button, create new. And if you're not sure how you can create this template, let me show you my template which I have already created for sending the payment update message, so that you will get a basic idea that where exactly you will have to compose your message. So here you can see my template name is actually the payment update. Here I have chosen this English as the language, and header in your templates are optional, but in this particular case I have included this text as a header. Okay, so if I will show you my WhatsApp message, I have attached this payment is successful as a header. Okay, the header will be visible here exactly. Okay, coming back here, and here you can see the body. Basically from here exactly you can create your message which you would like to send to the people. Okay, so this is the message: hello, we have successfully received your payment. Your appointment is confirmed with us on date this. Please arrive at 10 minutes in advance. Thanks, Pabbly team. Okay, now you must be thinking, what are these numbers within the curly braces? So these are called as variables. So whatever the values I want to keep on changing automatically, I have specifically added those things in the form of variable. And how you can add those variables? Well, when you will click on that create new template button, you will find the add variable button here exactly, basically below this particular box. But currently I am actually into the view mode. My template is already approved, so that that is why I'm not able to see that button. But if you are into the editing mode, you will be able to see those options. Okay, so whatever the values you want to keep on changing automatically, you will have to specify those things in the form of variables. So here exactly I want the name of the person, here I want the date and the time. Okay, and in case you want to provide the footer and button, you can also include the same. Again, it was optional, and I have not included any footer or any button. And once your templates are created, before you submit it for the approval, make sure you do not forget to provide the samples. Okay, when you will create the template, you will understand by yourself that where exactly the sample button is available. Okay, so now I'll be coming back to Pabbly Connect, and let me first copy the code of the template. Now what is this template code which Pabbly Connect is asking? So here from the URL you will get the template code. Okay, so you do not have to include this starting and the ending slash, you will have to copy this particular section. Okay, now I'm going to provide the same thing here, asking for the language code. So if your code, basically the code for English is going to be the EN, the code for English US is going to be EN and US. Well, currently in my template I have selected English as the language, not the English US, so that is why the code will be EN. Now it is asking for the header value, so I would like to keep this particular text into my header, that is payment is successful, which is not going to change, which is going to be remain for every successful payment. So that is why I have provided this value manually. I have not mapped this value from anywhere. Okay, asking for the body variable values, the most interesting part of this automation. Basically here exactly we need to provide that what value will appear in place of this 1 2 3, in place of these variables. Okay, so here you can read the instructions that if you have two variables into your template, you will have to provide their value with the separated comma, basically by separating the comma. Okay, so let's say I have the first variable as I want the name of the customer to be appear here, so that is why I'm going to add the name. And again, instead of manually adding the name, I'm going to map it. And how mapping can be performed, as I have told you, you just need to search for that value, and this is how I have mapped it. Okay, for the second variable I'll have to first put a comma, and what it was asking, so in place of second variable I want the date to be appear. So let me again search for the date here, and here I have the appointment date. Again press a comma, and the third variable was for the timing, so again I'm going to search for the timing here, and here I have the timing as the 11 AM. So I have provided the values of all three variables. Now I'm not going to provide any data here because I have not included any button. Alright, now I'll be clicking on this button directly, but before that I am going to change this dummy number with the actual one, so that I can show you how the real messages can be arrived. Okay, before that let me first delete these existing messages. Alright, now I'll be changing this number, then we will click on that button. Alright, so I have provided my personal number, the genuine number, by replacing that dummy number. Clicking on this button, and the response is received coming back to my WhatsApp, and here you can see the message is already arrived. Payment is successful. Hello dummy customer, we have successfully received your payment. Your appointment is confirmed with us on date 31st January 2023 at 11 AM. Okay, please arrive at 10 minutes in advance. Thanks Pabbly team. So did you notice that how the values has been added automatically in place of those variables, and these are the same values which we have provided at the time of payment. So this is how now onwards, as soon as someone is going to make a payment from Razer Pay payment gateway, the customer will automatically receive an payment confirmation message on his WhatsApp number. You do not have to do anything manually. Simply set an automation inside Pabbly Connect once, and after that sit back and relax, because Pabbly Connect will take care of all the tasks in the backend. You do not have to do anything manually. Simply close Pabbly Connect. And just in case if you want to access this automation into your Pabbly Connect account, I will also attach the shareable link of my workflow into my description box, from where you can directly clone the very very same workflow into your Pabbly Connect account, that too for free. And here I would like to tell you one more very important thing. Remember, I have told you that the amount we have captured here was of 30,000. Basically the amount was actually of 300 only, but because it has ignored that decimal, it is showing that this amount is actually of the 30,000. So just in case if you want to trim extra 2 zeros, how you can do that, let me show you that as well, just in case if it is required you somewhere. Okay, so simply search for the number formatter. All right, and here we are going to perform a math operation. Basically we are going to divide 100 with this particular number. Okay, so simply select this perform math operation, click on connect, and it will be connected immediately. Simply provide your number, enter comma separated values to perform operation. So here I would like to perform a math operation in between this 30,000 number and in between the 100. Okay, and the operation should be of the divide. Okay, so that is why here I am going to select this divide, and once I will click on this button, you will see how it will automatically divide that 100, and now it has provided me the actual amount. So now what will happen, every time you are going to capture this data, firstly it is going to divide this 100 in from this particular number, and this is how you can get the actual number, and then you can use this actual number, the actual amount, further with different application for the at any places. Not just these applications, you can integrate multiple applications and automate your business with Pabbly Connect. You can ask your queries at forum.pabbly.com. My team will surely answer to your questions. This is the website of Pabbly Connect, and for the latest updates of Pabbly Connect and unique automation ideas, you can join our Facebook group, that is formget.deals. If you have found this video helpful in any way, share it with your friends and colleagues and also help them to automate their business. Like, share and subscribe. Thank you for watching this video.